Hey, Rob. Rob.
What up?
Rob, also known as Presar. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me. That is I. Presar.
Yes.
That's my Skylanders impersonation there.
Oh, very good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to This Xbox Life, episode 353. I am Brun BJ Swick 33, and you've already heard Rob, also known as Presar. And today's show is Xbox at Gamescom. So, did you watch Gamescom, Rob?
I have seen bits and pieces of
Oh,
it.
just bits and pieces of it.
Well, I watched the thing yesterday. I did not see today's
Okay. Well, did you watch the Xbox press conference at
thing
Gamescom?
yesterday. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No,
And I
I watched.
watched Major Nelson on Periscope also.
I didn't watch that. So, but
Aha! I got a leg up on you.
I got 17 minutes left of the EA conference. So, but that's what we're going to be covering today. Of course, it's the big news. We'll talk briefly, cover everything. I mean, today's show may not be super long or anything, but we are here. And are we loud and clear, Rob?
Good question. Let me see.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I hear you.
Yes, of course. That's a given. I'm loud. I am loud and always talking. So,
Loud and booming.
yes, as long as you can hear yourself. So,
Yes,
all
I hear both of
right.
us.
Cool. Well, since we can hear both of us, why don't we tell everybody briefly what you played this week?
Okay, I played some Game of Thrones, the Telltale version. Actually, I think that's the only version on Xbox One. So I played Game of Thrones, and I think we talked about this last week, maybe the week before, where I was struggling to get through episode one. I was just losing interest,
Right.
so I stuck with it, and it was hard. I mean, it was tough to stick through that thing. I don't know if I'm just tired of the Telltale games as a whole, but I appreciate the story for what it is. Just it wasn't as fun. But the guys were saying a couple episodes back from the Horrible Gamers, the guys were saying that if you kind of stick with it, that it does get pretty good later on. So I'll struggle through some more
Okay.
and see how that goes. Then I also played. I went back to Never Alone. I saw that there was some additional content that came out for it. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that game. That was pretty cool. So I went back and I played a little bit of it, and this was interesting in an unexpected way.
Okay.
So I figured that it might be a good thing to play co-op with my son. He's 7 years old. And I figured it would be innocent enough, you know, kind of like a cool little folklore story and interesting visuals. And I remember hearing that the co-op is actually pretty cool. So he played the little girl and I played the fox, and we got quite ways into it. I mean, we played it for about an hour maybe, and then I kind of found out maybe it's not good for a 7 year old
Awesome.
to play. And he, there was one part where you get chased by a polar bear,
Right.
and he wasn't able to do his part of what we needed to do fast enough.
Okay.
So the polar bear came at me and it got me, and it really disturbed him. Um, he did not like seeing Daddy as the fox get hit by the polar bear,
Did you turn to
and
him and be like, "See, it's all your fault. Daddy's dead because of you." Is that what you did?
absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Absolutely no. And yeah, then I had to turn the game off because as soon as it's not fun anymore, we're not playing
Right.
anymore. So
Right.
I was kind of, I mean, I understand what his take on things. And, at certain ages, you just don't quite understand things the way that an adult might.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe we'll come back to it when he's older.
Okay.
But the game is kind of cool, and I definitely appreciate the co-op portion of it. It's kind of neat. It's a really well done game. But I think that's about it. Just yeah, and a little bit of Gravity. Oh, what's it called? Gravity Wars? No. What's the one where you're shooting all over the place? I'm just
Geometry Wars?
Geometry Wars. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what I was thinking. Gra- I'm confusing a television show
No.
name with the game. But I played a little bit of that, and the frustration factor on that one, it was a lot less. I think when you're well rested and you're not just like plain exhausted playing it at like midnight, that you do a little bit better at the game.
Okay.
But yeah, that's about it.
All right.
How about you?
Well, real quick, next week, I'll kind of expect a different game on your list. Have you checked the the backwards compatibility games list lately?
I have not, but I think I know what you're talking about based on a message I saw
Oh yeah.
the other day.
What was the message?
That they're making Avatar backwards compatible,
Nope. Nope. Nope.
or maybe one of the best games ever on the Xbox 360,
Which was?
Shadow
Oh, have you
Complex.
seen it on there? Have you seen it yet?
No,
Did you
no,
know
I
it's on
haven't.
there?
I did not.
It's on there. I saw it today. Downloaded.
Oh,
So I actually went to
sweet.
my 360 and put my save on there as well. So, oh, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So I have a save for Mass Effect 1 in the
Okay.
cloud, and my save came down where I could continue my save, my game if I wanted to. Um,
Righto.
Mass Effect's got this thing where it can't use my save because my save has the DLC for Mass Effect included in
Oh,
it. How do you get the
okay.
DLC downloaded for these backwards compatible games?
That's a good question.
If somebody knows, let me know. I haven't looked it up
Yeah.
yet. I haven't looked it up yet, so I don't even know. But it's just like, oh, well, and I mean, my save was really probably at the very end of the game and beating it. But oh, Hawk says no DLC yet.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I can't use that. So I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I probably won't go back to Mass Effect 1 and play it anyways. I want to play Mass Effect 3. But yeah, the list has gotten longer. Um,
You know, that does pose a good question. Are they ever going to do anything with DLC?
well,
And is it a big deal if they don't?
most games like Mass Effect has a DLC window. It's just nothing's showing up there yet. And I imagine, and Hawk says they have not implemented it yet. And I imagine once they implement it, that it'll be there or whatever. And I'm wondering
Yeah.
if our delay in Twitch has gone away
I
because
know.
he's
I was like,
responding really quick.
I know, right?
Yeah. Hey Hawk, what I want you to do is in the chat window put the word now. Don't hit enter. Just put the word now. And when I say hit it now, I want you to hit enter. Okay? So, are you? All right. First, let me ask you: are you ready? We might find out if it's still 8 seconds.
Well, to respond yes,
Yeah, yeah.
he'd have to remove
Oh
now
yeah, I guess
from.
he would have to remove
You just
now.
told him to put now in there.
Oh, okay. So hit enter right now.
That's
Yep.
sizable.
Yeah, yeah. Still same delay then. I haven't turned it back on where they supposedly knocked down the delay a little bit.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's about 10, 12 seconds there. So,
Yeah.
but okay, thank you very much. It's just he was responding so fast. I'm just like, how does he know what we're saying? he's
Mind reading.
he's in the future. But yeah, Shadow Complex is on there, so look out for that. But yeah, so I'm interested in the stuff there. So, but
That will be downloaded.
yeah, yep. Pretty cool.
Actually, I wonder if I can.
Don't start it now.
No, I was
We're
going to use
recording.
the Xbox app.
Okay. But all right. So
See if,
what I played
yeah.
this week, I've hardly put anything on my Xbox One. Haven't played much. Haven't even got to Destiny or anything like that. Um, so I played Rocket League, of course, and I played Battlefield 4 on the PC. That's all I really have had time to play. It's been very busy. A lot of things going on, and it's not getting any easier over the next couple weeks. So, but with that, we can actually move on. As Hawk says, I know what you're thinking because
Yeah.
I had the same questions. Very good. I'm glad
We're,
we think
we're
alike.
all on the same
You
page.
might as well take my place when I'm not around, or maybe we should have had you on the show today. You could have been there. Wing is missing. Everybody's
Am
already
I?
knows Wing's missing. He's still super busy, and we know he's going to be in and out here over the next month or so. But we will miss him, and it's not the best show ever because he's not here. All right. So here we go. Before Roundtable, of course, everybody knows about Patreon. You can become a patron at patreon.com, and that's more of a monthly subscription to help us out. Or you can leave us a one-time tip if you would like Drano85 did last week. He dropped $10 in the tip jar, and we appreciate it. And you can go to twitchalerts.com/donate/this Xbox Life for that. So, Roundtable, Gamescom 2015, Xbox. So you said you watched it. I watched it as well. As you can see, my notes that I put in here as I was watching and pausing and putting in notes. So, somebody just... My daughter just ran behind us. I'll have to have her wave goodbye when she runs back. So, let's start at the top. I'm going in the order in which they announced everything.
Okay.
So, of course...
Sounds good.
Hawk has his own notes. Well,
Rock on.
Well, Hawk, here's the thing, and Cat Seamouse, while you're in there too, and anybody else we have that's out there. If you want us to stop and elaborate on anything or have questions about anything, please type them in and we'll stop and we'll talk about it. Rob, if you want to stop and elaborate on anything, we'll do that as well.
Yeah,
if not,
sure.
we'll just buzz right by it because there's some things in here it's just like, nah, but... yep, Hawk, I'm going to talk about that. So, but first was Rare Replay. Nothing that we need to talk about here other than it's out. So go try out Rare Replay.
That came out, yesterday, actually.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Because they came
Tuesday.
out and they said it's out today, out now. And so that's there. The next thing they showed was Quantum Break. So,
Oh, yeah.
Here comes my daughter. She wants to say, do you want to say hi to everybody? Do you want to wave? Say hi.
Hello.
So, all right. Good night. Love you.
Yeah.
So Quantum Break looks a lot different than what we've all seen before, or probably since the last time we've seen it.
Which was what, last year?
Oh, it's been a while. So, for one, they changed out the actors and stuff, I guess, because I didn't know who was the actors and stuff. And so they got Iceman from X-Men, or also, if you guys watch The Following, he's one of the police officers in The Following. And then the bad guy is Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, which was interesting to see him there. And then somebody else from The Lord of the Rings is the main guy's brother. So the game looked really cool. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, we saw gameplay. Everybody saw it. You're trying to figure out what's going on, what happened. It looks like maybe something happened to your brother, or he might have been killed, or he was killed. And you have this power. And so you're going through and you're warping around, stopping time, putting people in time bubbles is what it looks like. But later you see, like, there's other guys that have these outfits and stuff on that seem to be stopping time or in the same area you are, but once you kind of break the device, they kind of go back into the normal world or whatever. So the big news about it, though, was the release date. There is a release date. We were thinking Quantum Break was probably going to get a release date. We were hoping Crackdown was going to get a release date. But Quantum Break is coming April 5th, 2016. So I know Mark will be excited about that. Are you excited, Rob?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The gameplay looked amazing. There was so much going on while I was watching that video. I was actually thinking to myself, how am I going to be able to play it?
Why?
I'm old, slow reaction time. There's just so much going on.
Well, that's the thing. It's made for old people. You slow down time, so it'll just seem normal.
It's not slow enough.
It'll seem normal paced for you.
Not slow enough.
So,
too much.
But
it looks amazing. The visuals are probably one of the best that I've seen so far.
And we had that fear that Quantum Break's like, oh man, delayed again. Oh, delayed again. Oh, delayed again. This isn't going to be good. And I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm glad it's the way that it is, and I'm excited. I wanted to play it before, but I don't think I was going to buy it. Now, since it's coming around that April time frame, I think I probably will get it. So it looks good.
It's probably a good time for it.
Right.
Maybe not a lot of competition, and people will be able to enjoy it.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the thing is when we were talking last week or whatever, we were talking about like Crackdown 3. We're hoping around that springtime is when Crackdown would come out. But that's actually the next thing we're going to talk about is Crackdown. So the multiplayer beta begins in 2016. It is in a new city, which makes Wing super happy. I know that he was saying, didn't want to have it in the same city because that'd kind of be boring. So different city looks awesome. Completely destructible environments in multiplayer. 100% destructible. I mean, they were just destroying that entire city. So it is 4-person co-op, I believe, is what they're talking about as far as the single player. It looks awesome. I can't wait. I was actually bummed it wasn't there for April, around that April time frame. Multiplayer, like I said, begins summer of 2016. So it could be a fall. It could be a December. It could be pushed to 2017. We just don't know. No release date on that.
Okay.
So next one is Scalebound, Holiday 2016. This is the one that I actually kind of had to ask you guys. I'm like, what's this about? And it's about a dragon. It's an action RPG. The one thing, and actually Hawk mentioned it, was the frame rate. It did look like it was hiccups. Now, you're talking about you got a whole other year to go, so I'm not too concerned about that. I mean, this isn't, it's probably beta or whatever, so that'll all be cleared up.
You'd hope.
You would, yeah. We hope.
And if they don't clear it up, they deserve all the criticism they're going to get.
Yeah, true, very true. The game looks cool. I don't think it's for me.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I was really getting annoyed by that character.
Yeah.
He was just how he was talking and his comments, they were just over the top. And I didn't understand. Okay, so this guy is like what? Part dragon or something.
No idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
He's not like a regular human, but whatever it is, he had some arm that was clawed or whatnot. But anyway, he just made all these comments that were not fitting of what I think would be the time of people with dragons. And it was sort of like, I don't know.
It was weird. It's like
a teenager from now with his Beats headphones.
Yes. It's a teenager now with Beats headphones, almost put back in the past when there were dragons.
Yeah. In
a fantasy world. Yeah, I know what you mean. It maybe it'll grow on me. I don't know. The one thing that they announced, they called him a creature tamer or something in the demo. Is what Hawk says.
Oh, because
Hawk says it is for him. I think you're an RPG type of guy, Hawk, right?
Yeah.
The one thing that they kind of new information they gave yesterday that wasn't known was that there is 4-player co-op. So that's cool. Because the game, no, so if I was playing that game by myself, it wouldn't be for me. But seeing that it's 4-player co-op, everything's fun, more fun when you have friends. So
sure,
we'll see when that comes around. But holiday 2016.
Okay.
After that, they came out and they started talking a little about hardware and probably some OS features. The first thing they talk about is DVR on Xbox One.
Yes.
Over the air DVR for Xbox One coming in 2016. So
Awesome.
Some of the things they mentioned there is, you can schedule a show, a series. You can stream. So once you have it recorded, you can stream it to any Windows 10 device.
That's
you
awesome.
can download the episode onto a device if you don't have internet access.
Yep.
You can schedule recordings on the go, and it is
through Xbox Live.
Yes.
I remember them saying that.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is probably with the Xbox app.
Yep.
And then I don't know if you guys caught this, but I believe this would probably be or might be like the first stab at Sony when they said that it is a subscription-free service, so they are not going to charge for it. Because I don't know if like the PlayStation TV thing is going to be subscription-based or something like that. I don't know.
I figured it was like a dig at TiVo.
Yeah. So I pulled at I was thinking Sony because I know PlayStation TV, or there's going to be like a PlayStation like TV service or something like that, or a TiVo, or any other thing that uses the DVR. But here's the problem: it's over the air DVR, so you need to have one of the antenna adapters, $60. Right, to have one of those. Now, is that a converter or a descrambler?
What?
Like that little tuner, the Xbox One tuner.
It's a tuner.
Okay.
It tunes in the different channels.
Okay, so this is where I'm wondering. Like, okay, so I have Time Warner, and I have a Time Warner box. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I get all 5 million channels that they have. I only watch 10, but I pay for 5 million. And on every other one of my TVs, I get like a basic 30 or 40 channels because I don't have the digital box or anything on my thing.
Right.
This TV tuner does not take a cable like that into it and converts it to your Xbox.
Right.
It's just you have to have the antenna, right? So it's anything I can capture from my house, which is like 0 channels.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I don't live in Columbus.
You don't live in Chicago.
Yeah, I don't live in Chicago.
With 50 channels.
Yeah, so I don't get over the air like anything. So it's kind of a bummer, but yeah. And then the other thing, and so I heard about so you need the adapter, which is $60. Stricken Thought just mentioned that, but I heard it on the IGN Xbox podcast on IGN. What's it? Podcast Unlocked. The other thing is you need a completely separate external hard drive.
Okay.
So you can't combine hard drives or anything like that. You need a separate hard drive just for your TV.
I wonder if that counts towards your, 2 hard drive limit?
It's got to be USB 3.0, so
yeah,
sure. I don't know. So, but
okay.
Yeah, that's that. So that was the DVR. Pretty cool. Still cool though. I think it's awesome that they're doing it. It would be like I did have an antenna for a while. I do get like 4 or 5 channels, but they're not super clear and things like that.
Yeah, you would need to get a proper UHF antenna probably that can pick up from 50 miles away.
Yeah. I would actually need to probably mount it on top of my house as well. I did have like an indoor one that I was putting out the window, is which one I picked up.
Oh yeah. Did you get one of those little like amplified ones?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, those things are garbage.
Okay. I'll look to see
Yeah.
what I could do.
Yeah, there's some really nice ones that you can usually get online for a fairly reasonable price. They're kind of big, and they're usually like square or rectangular,
Okay.
not like the old Yagi style antennas that we're used to from when we were growing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you put those things outside or just mount them somewhere. It could work in your attic, possibly, depending on how things are oriented and such. And you'll get the stuff crystal clear. So many channels, so many channels.
Yeah.
Well, at least here in Chicago.
I just got to be able to get a power source to it. That's the big thing.
No, you don't need power source to those.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, they're just see those little ones that they sell.
That I had.
Yeah, the problem with those is that they're so small, and they lure people in with the whole amplified business. But the thing is, you can amplify all you want, but if you're not picking anything up because you're too small, you're amplifying a garbage signal.
Right.
So you just need something sizable.
Yep.
And
no matter how much you amplify garbage, it's still garbage.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Yep. I agree.
So yeah, the Channel Masters and WineGuard I think makes a pretty decent one.
Yeah, I'll have you send me some links to some.
Yeah, Solid for our listeners. Solid Signal is a pretty good website. They have a lot of satellite and antenna stuff on there.
Cool.
So
Right.
anyway,
Yep. Next piece of hardware is the Xbox One chat pad. I think it's about $35 coming in November. Everybody's familiar with that. Has two programmable buttons on it. I think it's any big thing I saw that was different.
Yeah, and it looks like it's a chat pad with a headphone adapter built into it, so it's an all-in-one.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of the new controllers only have a headphone adapter, anyways. So, but they say it works on all,
Sure,
all controllers, which is cool.
Okay.
Next one after that was they spoke about Xbox One backwards compatibility officially coming out in November. Over 100 games. They're talking about like all the Microsoft games being backwards compatible. The one thing I thought was cool is they said all future games with gold are automatically backwards compatible.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Now, I checked to see if that included the month of August. So Metro 2033, not backwards compatible. So maybe they're talking about starting it maybe November. From the November time frame. It says all future, so I guess we'll have to check and see. Put that a note, or maybe it'll show up in the next couple of days. We'll have to keep an eye on that, what they mean by all future. So, so the next thing after that, they brought somebody out, talked about Windows 10. The Windows 10 update for everybody for the new look and feel on the console is in November. I actually like the new look and feel.
Can we call it the fall update?
The fall update. Yep, fall update. Hawk says try after the 16th. Will do. For the backwards compatibility. So fall update November.
Yes.
If you are a preview program, you are getting it this September. Sorry.
Next month.
Yeah, next month.
Right.
Which is cool. I'm excited for that actually. Very.
Yeah,
very
me
excited.
too.
I understand the look and feel of the current design, but I'm actually when I saw the new one, I was like, "That's what I want." So,
yeah, it took me 2 years to get used to the current one. Now they're going to change it on me.
Yeah. So, next thing they brought out was Killer Instinct, season 3, starting in March of 2016. They kind of took here's stab number 2. I think this is pointing towards Street Fighter and Sony at this one, which is they're saying, oh, don't worry, all your existing fight sticks and controllers and stuff will work. Because if you didn't hear, all the fight sticks and stuff for the PS3 that are just basically USB fight sticks will not work on PS4 and Street Fighter 5. It's kind of weird because I believe they teamed up with who's the company that makes controllers and stuff? The big one. Somebody will know in the chat.
Mad Tracks?
Mad Cats.
Mad Cats. That's it. Yeah.
They teamed up with Mad Catz, and easiest way to sell Mad Catz controllers is by not allowing you to be backwards compatibility with the other ones.
Yes.
So they kind of put a little stab there. Now Rash from Battletoads is a new character in Killer Instinct, available in season 2, and which is now. So and everything will transfer over to season 3. So that is Killer Instinct. Hello, Gunny Chief. Welcome. After that, you had
when they started talking about Killer Instinct,
yeah,
I was so excited about that information that I put my headphones down and I went and I got a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And when I got back, it was over with.
Yeah,
Good.
I liked how when she started talking, it's like the music was still playing from the game. It was like really loud, and she even kind of laughed about it a little bit. But, okay, so a long list of stuff here, which is cool because you would almost think that there isn't any indie-like games or indie-type games coming out on Xbox, but this section was pretty massive.
Yes.
So, all the games I'm going to rattle off here are all going to be available on both Xbox One and Windows 10.
Okay.
If they are cross-platform, which some of them are, which is respectable. Well, I mean cross-console, so also coming to Sony and PlayStation, or I guess Wii U if they want to. All games are coming on Xbox One first. So here we go. You have Bloodstained. They also showed off a new Demon Hunter character for Bloodstained.
Okay.
They brought out, oh my gosh, I forget his name, but he had a whip. That was pretty funny. City Skylines.
The Japanese guy.
Yeah, so City Skylines, anybody who hasn't played that on PC, it is fantastic. It basically kicks the crap out of SimCity.
Yes.
It is awesome. So
that's been out for what, a year now? It's
going not a
brand
year.
new.
Not
close to.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's worth it. I got it. Yeah. I think it was $30 on the PC. It is awesome. When I saw it was coming to Xbox One, I was just like, good for them. I was very happy that it gives them a chance to make more money. So, it'll probably be $20-$30. It's well worth it if you like city builders. Next was Train Simulator 2015, or Train Simulator. Yeah, it's 2015, I believe. Just like any of those simulators and stuff. Again, something from PC. Skylines is coming to Xbox One. Yes, it is. Yes, sir, it is. So, it's awesome. So, Train Simulator, Xbox One first. So for anybody that likes simulators, there's another one for you. Euro Truck Simulator, Train Simulator. There are plane simulators that are like super duper simulators, not like Microsoft.
Flight Sim.
Yeah, Flight Sim, because I have that one actually on Steam. They re-released it, but I saw Squirrel on Twitch playing like this really extreme airplane simulator. We actually have to map out your routes and calculate your fuel and flip all the buttons and do all sorts of stuff. It's a lot of work. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. I watched a 2-parter from him flying one place to another, and the first 25 minutes was prepping for the flight. Like literally going through all the bells and whistles. It was crazy. So Train Simulator, you have 3 games from, I couldn't catch which developer it was, but it was Devilman, State of Mind, and Silence. Then they talked about Team 17. If you guys aren't familiar with Team 17, that's they're coming out with Beyond Eyes, The Escapist, their Walking Dead edition. Yooka-Laylee. Think of that as a Banjo-Kazooie type game. And then Worms WMD. WMD. So classic Worms game. Which Worms is Team 17. If you guys know what Worms is, that's those guys. Then you had another person coming out for Thimbleweed. Thimbleweed Park. It's like an 8-bit, 16-bit Maniac Mansion-like game made by...
Isn't it... Good.
The creator of Maniac Mansion.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
which is awesome. The game looks cool. That's one there that I may actually have to get just for nostalgia type thing. So, then they came out and talked about Xbox game preview, which seems to be a hit. I mean, I know there's only 2 or 3 games. Oh yeah, Sheltered. Sorry, Hawk. Yes, you're right. Actually, I have that written down. But Sheltered, the reason why I haven't mentioned it yet is because it's under the Xbox game preview section. Because they came out and talked about Xbox game preview, and Sheltered is one that's there available now. I tried to download yesterday and couldn't get it yet, which is interesting. So, but remember, Xbox game preview, I believe, you're purchasing. I think you're purchasing the game, right?
Or you get to play it for a certain amount of time.
For a certain amount of time, and then you can buy it. So you get like a demo, but then you can buy it, but you're buying it early. So Sheltered's on there, which is Team 17. That looks pretty good. And Hawk says it's hard. So Ark Survival Evolved. If you're on PC or played PC, you're probably familiar with Ark. It's coming on Games Preview. Rivals of Ether. Starbound. And a really creepy trailer, but something
strange.
Yeah, it was strange. It's We Happy Few. It's coming out this holiday for the game preview. The game is set, I think, for release in 2016. That is almost like, seemed like a BioShock slash. I watched somebody actually playing it. It's weird because it's like a BioShock slash survival type game.
Yeah.
What's the survival like Rust? Reminded me of kind of like a Rust or things like that, where you're running around collecting things and stuff like that. So very interesting. Looks pretty cool.
And it really reminded me of V for Vendetta. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
All those characters have like this like white face mask or something.
Right. Yep.
It was very creepy, strange.
Yep. So after that, you had Windows. They came out and talked about Windows 10. All right, we're not stopping and talking about this. DX12, I know Wing's excited about that. They showed the Final Fantasy thing. They showed like a cutscene from it. I actually was in the audience at Build 2015 where they actually really showed it for the first time live. I got to see it on a massive screen, which was running on a massive computer. So it had like 4 graphics cards in it. It was crazy. But so DX12, that's going to be awesome. I think that's going to, annihilate things. I think I saw on Facebook Wing saying, this is going to put the 1080p, 60 frames a second or whatever to bed. It's going to do that. But if you think about the guys came out for Forza 6, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit, they're running at 1080p 60 frames a second on that game. So it can already be done, but DX12 is going to make it hopefully even easier and let them stretch it out. Hawk says, I bought all the preview games and they work really well. The Long Dark just got a big update, both on Xbox and PC. Great game. Hey, Hawk, how do you like Elite Dangerous? That's what I want to know. And I saw today or last night or today, Elite Dangerous Horizons was announced, which is going to be cool because you're going to be able to have planetary landings and stuff. But back to Windows 10. The game DVR, Windows 10, you have cloud saving, games, they're going to have games that, like, big Xbox franchises are going to come to PC. Some are even going to be cross-play, cross-buy, cross-save, so you'll be able to start it on your PC and go pick it up on your Xbox. I think that's awesome. Anybody who has used the game DVR feature in Windows 10, I would like to know. And I can get video and everything work fine. I cannot get audio to work, so I don't know
at all. Or
I could not get my game audio to work. Not sure why. Because game audio is pumping out my speakers, out my things. I haven't tried to actually capture my voice on my microphone. I'll have to see if I can do that. Because if I can capture my voice, then I just don't know why it's not capturing the game audio. But the videos look great that it captures.
Okay.
If I could get the audio to work, it saves me from having to put like 3 more apps on my computer when I rebuild. So, looking forward to that.
Yep.
Hawk says, I love Elite Dangerous. Biggest game of all time, the size of the entire galaxy, 400 billion star systems. Yes. So anybody that's out there, Star Citizen fans, that you're waiting for Star Citizen, go play Elite Dangerous because it'll fill that need that you have for space exploration and stuff. Elite Dangerous is awesome. All right. So yeah, if anybody does the game DVR thing, has any info for me, go out and just try to capture yourself, play Rocket League, or that's what I was doing. I was playing Rocket League, trying to capture the audio, couldn't capture the audio. So maybe it's just Steam games. I don't know. I really don't know. So after that, you had somebody came out and talked about Minecraft for Windows 10 beta. It's out there.
Yep.
If you get it now, you get it for like $9.99. And then, of course, when it releases, you just get it. So you'll save yourself some money. So it's just like an early release. He also...
I snagged this the other day, and I'm having a strange problem. I can't buy it.
What?
Every time I click to buy, I get a window that pops up that says something happened on our end. Try again later.
What? For Minecraft?
Yeah, Minecraft, the Win 10 beta.
Do you already have Minecraft? The original?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, even so in the store, if you click the $9.99, it gives that error, and even in the app, it's real strange.
Yeah, because if you already own it, you have to only sign in the Mojang website.
Yeah, you get a code,
and then you get a code. Yeah, you get it for free. So yeah, but all right. Well, we're going to continue. Morgan will come. We'll talk about that here. In a second. Yes, yeah, he's seeing the picture in the background. Yep, we haven't got there, but we'll be there in a minute, and then we'll come back to you. So after he came out, he's talking about his friends, him and his buddies. They made a game called Cobalt. It's an Xbox Xbox exclusive, comes out in October. Think of it like a platformer type thing. It was actually funny. Their little trailer. You should go out and watch it. It's pretty funny. It's like, all the things that the game comes with, and they were just throwing out like random things. I was laughing. I thought it was funny. So
yeah, although to me that appeared to be like the most interesting thing of the whole game.
What, the trailer?
Yeah, just where it said like what, like I can't think of the words now, but it's like
jumping,
marshmallows, more jumping.
Yeah. So I don't know. It looked funny. So we'll see how much it is. And then. Yeah. They came out with a trailer, which I know my oldest would be excited about. Some people will be excited about. I imagine this Hawk. I forget all the people that like these ridiculously hard games, but from Software is Dark Souls 3 coming in 2016. Whoa. So trailer looked like crap. Didn't care about it. It's probably a horrible game like the other two. So nice. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I'm just joking around. So Dark Souls 3 coming in 2016. I know a lot of people will be excited for that.
Yeah.
So here's one of my... this is going to sound weird. One of the surprises, I would say, of the show, to me. Do you remember the first Homefront?
I remember when it came out. I did not play it, but I remember your guys' commentary on it.
Yeah. So, it took place in San Francisco. I mean, I think there's a time where you're like going across the bridge, or I can't remember. I can't remember what happened. The game was okay. It wasn't spectacular or anything like that. Now, what happened is that was 2K. 2K goes out had that money trouble, so that fire sale, they were selling everything off. Crytek picks them up. Crytek has money problems. And then what happens is the developer who was licensing it off Crytek, Deep Silver, was doing Homefront: The Revolution, and then Crytek was having a problem, so Deep Silver then just purchased it. So no, Deep Silver owns the IP. They still creating the game. It's like an open world, I guess, set in Philadelphia, I guess is what I've heard. It's an open world thing. It actually surprised me. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, but that actually kind of looks fun. It looks neat. It's an interesting game. So, that was kind of a surprise. I wasn't expecting to see it. So, but pretty cool. What'd you think about
it looked okay. I'm just a little hesitant based on the previous games.
Right. Yeah.
That's the one that blew up the buildings, right? You saw the buildings going down. Was that the trailer?
Well, there was an explosion and he lifts his arm in the air holding up a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but, all right. Cat C Mouse says, I have both systems, PS4, and PS4 has one big exclusive this year, but the Gamescom conference showcased so many Xbox One exclusives. Good Lord, Xbox One has so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious, what's the big exclusive? Oh, Bloodborne. Yeah, already came out. Yeah. So, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Gunny, he said it was was open world. Now I don't know if that's just open world as in you have this mission. They kind of showed like all these links and stuff of all these areas that you need to possibly go to and do things. So I don't know if it means open world as in it's just open for you to do, or if it's open world like, hey, it's open. You are open to go complete these 5 or 6 objectives and the way that you want to complete them. So open world to me, when I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what do I mean by open world? And they kind of the guy went in and kind of turned on something like communications, and then they kind of went around and showed, well, here's a weapon cache, and here's this, and here's this. It's almost, think of it like Crackdown, where you had, all those areas to go beat the bosses, and then you had like the one main boss. Now you could have attacked those in any order that you wanted. So that's open world as well. So we'll have to see what they mean by that probably further down the road. I didn't see if there was exclusive multiplayer beta this winter for the multiplayer, and it is a 2016 release. And it is not Homefront's both consoles. It's not exclusive. So, FIFA, soccer. It's a soccer game or football. FIFA. So they coming out in September. That's obviously this year. Women's national team, ultimate team. Then they kind of went into hey, we got an achievement. Has a high def gaming. I hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I apologize. Thank you for following. So FIFA comes out. They talked about the women's national teams. They talked about Ultimate Team. They talked about Ultimate Team with EA Access. And then they talked about this Legends. Now, I don't know if FIFA Legends is in the game and only certain Legends are tied to Xbox, or if the entire FIFA Legends section of the game is only available on Xbox. So I need to go back and kind of have that explained or read up on a little more. I'm not a FIFA player. I like FIFA games. They're fantastic. I know they're huge overseas and stuff like that. So if you want, I guess, any exclusive way that they cut it, the console where you're going to want to play this game is on Xbox One. Because not only that, if you have EA Access, you get early access to the game, and you get a 10% discount on any of, like, when you purchase card packs and stuff for your Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it says, FIFA Legends only on Xbox. So I'm thinking it's like only, it's crazy. Now, who they're going to make legends and who they're going to tie back, or maybe it's like, I know they rattled off some legends, but like let's say Massey. Matt, is that how you say his name? The one of the sorry everybody if I screwed that up. I know he's like a huge football player. But I don't know if it's like, oh, he's going to have his regular character and then there's going to be a legend version of him, which means it's an even better statted version of him, which would be an interesting way to do it. But that's only on Xbox One. And then EA Access, like I said, you get discounts and you get to play it like up to a week early, I think. And of course, EA Access is not exclusive to Xbox One, but Xbox One is the only one that has accepted EA Access, which is a fantastic buy. And Dragon Age Inquisition is now available in the vault. So I have that downloaded to try out.
Cool.
So there's also a FIFA Xbox bundle. It comes with 3 loaner legends. I don't know what that means. And 1 month of EA Access. So that is FIFA. So then there's a small little game they talked about, Halo or something like that. Halo 5 Guardians.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
So Halo 5. I can't wait for this game. It's they said it was like 85 days away, so now it's like 83 days or 84 days away. I can't wait. I want Halo. So the big thing about that is they went in to showed you some more multiplayer. They had 2 professional Halo teams there. The 1 terabyte has a year of EA Access, and all the legends or something.
Yep.
What, the terabyte version? Console. Okay.
Yep.
Well, they said the Xbox bundle was 1 month of EA Access. Is there 2 levels or something? 2 versions? No. Oh, okay. All right. Well, cool. So with Halo, they showed multiplayer. They had like a multiplayer. They had the 2 unanswered guys come out for the Halo championships.
What are those guys?
Halo World. They're play-by-play announcers for like Halo World Championships.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh, I mean, my screen's about ready. Uh-oh. I hit a button. Okay, it went away. Not good when I hit a button on my computer.
Don't hit buttons.
So, here's the thing. Remember when we were podcasting and I said I was waiting for something, and I was waiting to buy my Xbox One for when Halo came out, because I knew they were going to have a Halo 5 special edition. Remember that, Rob?
Yeah, so you're going to buy it now?
No, I'm not, because I already have an Xbox One, but that console looks awesome.
You need another one.
So, the game looks fantastic. I can't wait for it to come out. So, excessive use of caps. Sorry for your message being deleted. He says, "Love the stream. Thank you very much. We appreciate it." Excessive use of caps. Type that in all lowercase and it'd be perfect. So console comes out. It's 1 terabyte. No Connect. Comes with the game. Comes with the special lock controller. $4.99. So that's, and it's I said it was a terabyte version, right? I think it looks awesome. How would you think of do you like the look and feel of it? I like the simple.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now here.
Yeah, I like the simple looks of the console.
Yeah, I like the controller.
Flashy or whatever. The controller's nice. Now here's the thing: most people, some people may not know, some people do. You can buy that. Love the stream gets a warning. You guys suck. I can't help it. It's funny that you guys suck comes through, because I thought that was an auto ban. Hold on, let me ban Hawk real fast. You can buy the controller for $69. Now that is the lock controller. If you're not familiar, that is Spartan Locke, who was trying to hunt down Master Chief for no good reason, in my mind. So I'm not buying his controller. Forget him. I'm not a Spartan Lock type of guy. Maybe I'll be proven wrong during the game. Maybe he'll come around and see it my way and see that Master Chief is a hero. And so that's why I pre-ordered the Master Chief Special Edition controller, which is the green with the gold, the color of his mask. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Did you not see this?
No.
Oh, yes.
I got to pull it up.
And they were sold out. Both those the lock controller was not. The Master Chief controller was sold out on Amazon like super quick. And actually, I got up this morning and it was there. You guys smoke. No, I do not. Is it because of my deep voice? If that's the case, it's because I have a full mixer and everything on there, and Rob just has a deep voice.
Actually, both the controllers look nice. I like them both.
Yeah, the green one is the Master Chief one, and I do have that. That's the one I have. So,
I almost like the coloring better of the lock one.
You know, that's a good point. Actually, I do as well, but it's the lock one.
Yeah.
No, I have a silver controller for my 360, and obviously I have a black one somewhere around here.
Yeah.
But I figure like I'll go a little different. If I ever have to buy another one, I'll just get the blue one. You know what I mean? If I need to have three for some reason. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, somebody did something really wrong.
Oh well.
Yes, you could have put that one, but no, you cannot put the other. Let's just put it that way. I think you got a timeout. Let's just keep everything clean. So yes, the console and everything. Also, they talked about the Halo World Championship starting in November.
Yep.
So that is Halo. I can't wait. Can't wait for that game. Forza 6 was next. Obviously, it comes out in September.
5 weeks.
And
about.
What's that, Rob?
About 5 weeks from now.
Yes. Yep. Looks fantastic. 450 cars, more than any racing game in the current genre or current console, which isn't hard to do.
It's too many.
Yeah. 26 tracks, 24 player races on dedicated servers.
Yeah.
So everybody's happy about that. You're going to have leagues and ranked divisions. They also showed off the rain and stuff like that. And it's 1080p, 60 frames a second. So that
did they mention anything about drive avatars in this?
No.
No? Yeah, I don't remember hearing anything either.
So, yeah. All right.
That's strange. I would think that they would have drive avatars since they had it with Forza Horizon 2.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's just kind of one of those things. It was in Forza 5 as well.
Because it was such a big deal.
Wasn't drive avatars in Forza 5?
I don't know. I don't have 5.
I thought it was. I thought it's been in their last 3 games, so maybe it's just kind of a given. It's not a feature anymore. It's just
that's true.
Just in the game.
I guess maybe announcing drive avatars in the game is like saying our cars have tires.
Yeah, exactly. So, they said they had an updated drive avatar.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yep. With the power of the cloud. So that's that. Rainbow Six Siege was there in October. It's coming out in October. That's just like a trailer.
It's quick teaser.
Yeah. Then I think they did this to please people because people weren't happy with the Tomb Raider demo in E3, which was like a lot of action-y, cutscene-y type quick time events, QTE.
Oh, was that when they were climbing on the side of the mountain?
Yeah. So this one here, they came out with longer showing like a level gameplay.
This was another one where I'm watching this video and I'm like, how am I ever going to play this?
Yeah.
Because Lara's like doing everything. She's throwing stuff.
Well,
She's shooting people with a bow and then switching to a gun.
yeah. So,
Oh,
which is
look
interesting.
good though.
Yeah, and then Morgan, going back to his comment because he was looking at our background for the show today, says, "Don't get why they made Lara Croft look different. Does she look different? The picture in the back got me thinking about it. So I thought she still kind of looked like her younger self. Like this is obviously like if prequels, this is the building of a legend. So this is like supposedly all these ones are taking place prior to
Yeah.
Tomb Raider that came out on like the PlayStation, like
Yeah,
years
because
ago.
in the one that came out, what, 2, 3 years ago, that was supposed to be the first one,
Right.
right? Because she was like a
Yes.
college kid or
Yeah.
something, or a
Yeah, which is
teenager.
the one where people always kind of cracked on her because it's like, it was like leading up to like her, committing her first murder, or however, killing somebody for the first time, and then through the rest of the game it was just like, nah, kill, 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 kill.
Yeah.
And then in this game, it's not any kill, it's brutally kill, brutally kill, brutally kill, murder, 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 murder. She's a murderer. I mean, I'm watching this and I'm just kind of chuckling because I remember those comments from the first game.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this innocent person, now she's
It's like ultimate combo.
breaking a bottle over somebody's head and then stabbing them with the broken bottle. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, what's this girl doing in this game? So, but
Yeah, one thing, kind of a side note that I really noticed on the last game was that, you start off, with very few weapons, of course, which is common in most games. And then as she's getting through the game, all the way towards the end, that's when she starts wielding dual pistols as an option. And that was like her signature thing.
right,
You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
would have her, shooting the wolves and whatever.
yeah. So Morgan Check One comes. He's saying again. He's like, I know they changed it since the limited edition or whatever it was called, a definitive edition,
Yeah.
where they improved the graphics for PC, and they changed how she looked a little bit for some reason. I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly sure. But it's a good catch. I mean, I didn't realize she looked
Yeah.
different.
I would
So,
think she would look a little older
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah. So, and the one thing I was trying to think about, a lot of these things is like if you order the next game, or order the game, you're getting the earlier games on backwards compatibility. I can't remember all the games that they did that with, but just note, like, I know Rainbow Six Vegas, or Rainbow Six Siege, or whatever the Rainbow Six game was. Oh my gosh. Was it Siege? Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege
Yeah.
comes with Vegas and Vegas 2. So,
Okay.
but, all right. Fallout versus Tomb Raider, who wins? Fallout, because Tomb Raider's a horrible game. She's a murderer. You guys are voting for Game of the Year. Halo. Halo is winning Game of the Year. Sorry.
No, Tomb Raider.
No. So, all right. We'll keep going. So the one thing is they showed all the tombs. Of course, Tomb Raider, timed exclusive this holiday, 11/13 is when it's coming out. They were talking about some points they put out was like, the first area they went into, they kind of showed that when they were showing the gameplay. That area is 3 times larger than any area they've put in any of their games. So that's how big the game is.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. All right. The last thing. So they all said, thank you. Have a good day. This is Gamescom, Xbox One, Xbox for Microsoft. But one more thing, so-and-so is going to come out. So the person who runs 343 Industries comes out.
What, Bonnie
Yeah.
Ross?
Yeah.
Is that her name?
I think so. Yep. Comes out. Mic drop. So did a mic drop. Said, we know that Spartan Locke is chasing down, Master Chief in Halo 5 story. But there's other stories in Halo that people want us to continue, and based on popular request or however she put it, she showed a trailer, and the trailer I'm just watching. I'm like, wow, this is a really nice trailer. Or, this is a really nice cutscene, a cinematic. I'm like, wow, it looks really good. Oh, wow, that brute looks crazy.
Yeah, but you have no idea what it's for.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, what is this? What is this? And I'm sitting there going, no, it can't be. It's going to be. It's going to be, isn't it? And it says Halo Wars 2. And I was just like, yes, because if you haven't played Halo Wars, you got to go out, because at that time, and they probably still hold up very well, the cinematics for Halo Wars were phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah, they were.
The one where the Spartans kind of kick some butt was like the best one in my mind. I always think about that. But I'm sitting there watching that, and I'm like, okay, I was trying to, Hawk's like, I knew it was Halo Wars 2. My thing is, I was trying to figure out, was it an ODST, or was that a Marine that was getting drugged back? I couldn't figure out what kind of character it was, because I was thinking maybe they're going to do like an ODST 2 or something like that. So to me, maybe it was, because ODSTs, I think, are in Halo Wars 2 or Halo Wars, and I know Marines are. Because I think things drop out of the sky. I think there's ODSTs in there. But
Okay.
yeah, Hawk says someone has them on YouTube in HD, all the cinematics for Halo Wars. But Halo Wars 2, Eric, I mean, you heard a nice crowd cheer for that, and that's great.
yeah.
that game's. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I mean,
Wasn't
I
it-
want Halo 5, but I really want Halo Wars. So I was so happy. That was the best way to end a conference. It was great, and it's coming out fall 2016 on Xbox One and Windows 10. So hopefully that's one of those cross-buy, cross-play, cross-save, because it's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Actually, didn't either you or Mark mention Halo Wars 2 on like what you want to see on Xbox One?
Yes.
Either like at the beginning of the year, or maybe it was a 2-year show.
We've been saying it forever.
Yeah.
We've been saying it for a while. We were actually, I think it was both of us were doing a prediction on E3 that we would see it.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back to the E3 predictions show. I think I still have the notes here. Let's see if, because I think Mark wants to see Halo 5 gameplay, Gears of War, Sunset Overdrive 2. No much in there. Brun's predictions. What I wanted to see announced at E3 this year. One of my items was Halo Wars 2.
There you go.
So, and I think, but when I said that, Mark was like, "Oh yeah." So I think both of us were, very excited to hear that. And it's funny because Kyle, if everybody doesn't know Moronic Cal, who is also a Halo Wars fan, he tweeted like immediately after that. He's like, "Yes," and I was just like, I knew he'd be excited about it. So, yeah, great. See, I enjoy Halo, but a lot of the time I feel like I'm just driving down this road, driving by aliens. Like in Reach, I feel like I'm just driving from checkpoint to checkpoint in this linear, almost on rails fashion. I still enjoy Halo a lot, though. It is a single player. You're set to go down this tunnel, down this path. Yeah, there's not very many choices of here or there. It's a shooter. It's a shooter. I mean, yeah, correct. Depending on which type of level. So, but yeah, no argue there. And Cat C Mouse says, "I want a Halo VR game." But yeah, that's the way the end of the conference was. Halo Wars 2. I'm so excited. I can't wait. And I just sit there thinking, like, how awesome Halo Wars was, and the website that they made for Halo Wars was really kind of crappy, and like what they're going to be able to do now with it. I just can't wait. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. So, but cool. So that was Gamescom. That's everything we were kind of going to talk about on the round table. I was watching the EA thing. I noticed like Bungie has some announcements for Destiny. I guess they're completely revamping the game. So Taken King, like I've made the comments, like how do you sell that for $40 and call it an expansion? It's not expansion. Well, they come out and say, oh no, we're changing the entire game, the way you level, the way you do this, and this, and now it's like, well, now it kind of makes sense why now it's truly an expansion. It's worth possibly $40. I don't know why they just didn't tell everybody that when they announced the price for it. I mean, they could have saved themselves a lot of time. There's like Starfighter, Star Wars game. They're saying that there's like TIE Fighter combat or whatever, air-to-air combat. They showed that, I guess. Yeah, there's new voiceover by Nolan North. They got rid of Peter Dinklage. So, but things like that. There's things going on. EA just as having their conference. They did another like some people just don't know how to put conferences on, and it's EA. EA is one of them. I think they're almost the worst. They came out and we're talking about Sims 4 and like the person who runs like the Sims thing. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Comes out like starts dance. Oh my gosh, you have to go watch it. It made me uncomfortable. But
nice.
So people and I were at work. We're talking about this, so I've kind of been prepped onto this. And somebody mentioned it in the chat. We know this year, Xbox it's just crazy good. Not only with first party exclusives in the next couple months. But also third party.
Okay.
We have a fantastic 2015. To me, Xbox One and the games that they released this year, exclusive wise or whatever, I think just dominates 2015. Now, Let's go to 2016. So we know, we really don't know what's full announced by Sony. Because they still have a couple. They're going to Paris for that conference. They got their own Sony experience. So we may hear some things in 2016. The only thing that I really heard for 2016 and E3 was Uncharted coming out early 2016. So we know they got at least one exclusive coming out. Don't really know what any of their other things are working on. A lot of the stuff people are excited about, Final Fantasy Remake and all those things aren't even coming out 2017. Who knows when that stuff's coming out. But to Xbox here, E3 they spent on 2015. Gamescom they talked about 2016. I love that format. I think it's fantastic. But we have Quantum Break.
Yep.
Crackdown 3.
Yep.
Scalebound. Killer Instinct Season 3.
Right.
You have, oh my gosh, what's Halo Wars 2? There's like I can name like 4 or 5 like that's right there. But if you listen to like Podcast Unlocked, I think they named like 12. Gears of War, yeah, thank you. Gears of War, Recore. Oh my gosh, what else was there? What Gigantic or whatever they're saying that one. When's Fable Legends come out? Was that 2015 or 2016? I can't remember. But there's like 8 to 10 to 12 exclusive games that are all slated for 2016. Now, Crackdown 3. I didn't say Crackdown. But you have all of that for 2016 that we already know about. Now, if some of them get pushed to 2017, some of them get pushed to 2017. But, Hawk, yep, that's exactly what it is. 2016 almost has more games. Oh, the pirate game from Rare. Great point. But 2016, I think, has more stuff than 2015 does. Kind of expected, let's say. But I'll tell you what. If now isn't the time to go buy an Xbox One, I don't know what you're waiting for. Because you already know what's coming out for the rest of this year. You know things that are coming out next year, for sure. There's no excuse. I mean, you can't say that it's horrible or it's not going to be great, based on what. If you're saying that, then you're just you're not with it. You're not a game. I mean, you're just crazy. It's crazy talk. You know, and like I said, here in the next couple months, I think we'll find out a little more about what Sony is going to have in 2016. They're probably going to have a lot of great stuff in 2016 too. 2016 maybe turn out to be the best gaming year ever. You know, they always try to compare it to the like 97 or whatever that time was. But next year is going to be great. But if you don't have an Xbox One backwards compatible, you know, all that stuff, if you're holding on to all these older games, you know, with the third parties and stuff, I don't know what you're waiting for. You're completely off your rocker if you're saying it's not a good deal.
Yeah.
So, if my opinion, if you can afford or have the extra money laying around or whatever to own both consoles, there isn't any reason not to own both consoles. If it's there, like me, I don't own both because I don't have the extra, you know, money laying around to go buy a PlayStation.
Yeah. I mean, for a lot of people, you have to pick one.
A lot of people, yeah,
isn't an
a lot
option.
of people do. But you know, if you're still deciding to pick one, you know, and you're going to pick between the two, and it's coming up to this holiday or whatever, well, you know what's coming out this holiday. You know what's coming out next year. Some of the things next year, you know, you're kind of going on promises. But I think 2015, if a lot of people went and bought a PlayStation. In 2015, I think they bought a PlayStation on a bunch of empty promises this year. You know, you don't know what you're getting with those guys yet. You know, they didn't even really give you any news or anything for at E3. It's just it was empty. It was just a bunch of fanfare for 2017, 2018, 2019. So it's just this here Gamescom, which in some people were saying was better than E3. You know, Gamescom showing from Xbox. I don't know, between these two conferences, I don't know what you're waiting for. So, you know, it's going to be a good couple of years. You know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and you know, I gotta say, if you're on the fence, you don't need to be on the fence anymore. Trust me. Just, you know, whatever one you want to go get it. You know. If I'm going to recommend one right now, you know, maybe I'm a little biased because it's an Xbox show, but I would say an Xbox One. I mean, it's, you know, you see what's coming out. It's crazy. I'm so excited. But Gamescom, I think Microsoft knocked it out of the park. I saw the funny comments that IGN announced that PlayStation won Gamescom.
Yeah.
You know, I saw that. I just kind of laughed.
It made me laugh.
I was like, that's really funny. That is funny. Because I don't even think they won E3, but, you know, it's my opinion. So, all right. Is there anything you want to add for Gamescom?
No, I think we covered everything.
All right.
Pretty good.
Community. We're going to fly through this.
All right.
Cafe Press, if you want to look like you're part of the community or drink from a cup that looks like it's from the community, go to cafepress.com/thisXboxLife. Check out the items. You know, more than welcome. Buy a big poster of me. There's multiple ways to communicate with us. You can send us voicemail by going to thisxboxlife.com. Click on the send voicemail on the right, follow the prompts, put your voice in the lovely music box. It goes up into the cloud, floats down to us. We put it in the show and we answer your question. Another way to get a hold of us is also contact@thisxboxlife.com. We did have one email, but it was incorrectly sent to us. It was sent. I'm not going to say who it was.
Erroneously.
Yeah, it was sent to us thinking there was confusion. I actually wrote the person because they were very, very upset with us or the podcast that they thought they were emailing at the time, thinking that we were talking about like the Civil War and stuff like that, and were not happy with the people's comments. That was not us. We straightened it out, so everything's good.
But I think standard answer should be, it's your fault, bro.
Yes.
Whatever it is, it's your fault.
Yeah, I like how Mark sends out emails like, did we say something we weren't supposed to say? Because what was said was kind of like, you know, insulting would be insulting to some. You know.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I don't go out of my way to insult anybody, but if anything, I do say insult somebody. I'm sorry that's your problem. It's not mine.
You owe me a lot of apologies then, Bren.
I don't apologize for somebody getting bent out of shape out of anything. That's their problem, not mine. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, we straightened all that out. So, but you can send us an email at contact@thisxboxlife.com. So Cuphead, yes, Cuphead's another one. Oh my gosh, stop naming games. We have too many. So that is that. No emails, no things this week. You can reach us on Twitter at twitter.com/thisxboxlife. Facebook is where most of the interactions happen, and that is facebook.com/groups/thisxboxlife. And I think that leads us up to games. Now, I put on what was out there, Rob. I didn't see much. Rare, I think or the Rare 30 Rare collection, I think we talked about last week.
That's already out.
Yeah, it came out yesterday, but this is all I saw on there. So go right ahead.
So for this week, there's only one title for the Xbox One, and that is Submerged. It comes out on Thursday. No, what's today? Today's Wednesday. Friday. It comes out on Friday.
Yep.
This game looks pretty sweet. I was actually watching the trailer for it the other day. I think it's made by BioShock folks, if I remember right, or something like that. But yeah, that's a story of a girl that's trying to save her sick brother, and definitely check it out. And for the Xbox 360, we have nothing.
Nothing.
Plus, I guess for the Xbox One, who knows what Major Nelson's going to announce. That's all those games that all of a sudden appear out of nowhere.
Okay.
It seems to be the standard thing every week.
Developer is Uppercut Games.
Oh, for Submerged?
Yes. That's what it says.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah, it was some folks that came from another studio, and I thought they came from the folks that did BioShock. But anyway,
yeah.
If you would like to support the show, make sure to purchase all your various goods that you need from Amazon and use our affiliate link. That way you can support yourself and support your favorite podcast at the same time. We get a tiny little referral fee, I guess is what you could call it, for sending you their way. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it's greatly appreciated. Also, if you can rate us 5 stars on iTunes, that helps us move up in the ranks and gets us in featured status. And if you're somehow a member of multiple countries' iTunes stores, do it in each one, because they all count separately, from what I understand.
Cool.
So that's it. That is it for episode 353?
Yes, 353. So thanks everybody for coming out and joining and chatting along. Hope you guys enjoyed the show with all the Gamescom information. But we will be back next week, hopefully with Wing. Hopefully all 3 of us. So, but with that, I am Run BJ Swick 33. Everybody have a good night.
Now, I'm Rob, also known as Broussard. Thanks for listening. Bye. I'll just say bye.
It's almost like a BJ blooper moment.
Yeah.
Do you want to try again? Rob, also known as Broussard? All right.
No.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, all.